What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. This is for entertainment purposes only. I just wanted to make a little quick update video on my positions. So, ooh, this looks better. This looks better. So GBP USD, last night I entered a sell order right there for 30,000 units. And we had a touch here and a touch here, so I was able to drag out a trend line. And I had my take profit sitting right before my buy order, and I made 400 bucks last night just from this little drop. And this seems to be where I do okay when there's no news and price is correcting, or it's just respecting things, you know what I mean? It's respecting trend lines, and it's just moving how it should. And you can kind of see it sometimes. You can kind of see it coming, like, oh, we got a correction. This thing should kind of bounce down, you know, for one more push up, and then the drop. And that's kind of what I'm thinking. So this is out, and I want to get better at keeping tighter stops. You know, because, I mean, $2,300 in drawdown, that should have never happened. That should have never happened. Even though I was able to hold, you know, I just held through it, but thankfully things kind of pulled back. Euro, you know, my position was like right about here, or right here. And then today I was in profit slightly. I took it, got out, and I was $1,000 in the hole here for this one trade, but I just held. And yeah, I took profit and it went further, but whatever, it is what it is. So I want to see this thing come back up to this high, and I'll consider getting back in short, because I think this is going to yeah, this is a corrective structure up. So this thing should come down and at least take out one of these lows before it goes back up long term. And I actually have a buy order sitting right there at 0.96065. If Euro USD comes down and hits this level, it's a long-term hold. Like, I'm not going to touch it. There's so many times that I should have just held things. Like NZD CAD. This one has been just irritating the crap out of me. Because look at this. We came down on the weekly chart. Look at this. Long-term trend line, right? Long-term trend line. We hit it. Here it is. We hit it once. It came back down. And it looks like maybe this was the move. Like, they breached the trend line, took everyone out, and now it's moving up. But it's moving up slowly and correctively, and I'm thinking, well, it's going to drop again before it goes back up. It might not. Because look, I mean, look how it moved. It's always choppy. It's always, I mean, there's times where it, like, moves. Then it's choppy, then it's choppy. This just seems like, price is wasting time, though. This is what I think this is. Price is not probably going to go much lower than this. Price is just wasting time until, you know, things fall into place and this thing can start taking off long. Because big picture, this looks bullish. Any way you slice it. Higher high, higher low. Yeah, this looks like a long-term correction for a big push up, and Canadian dollar looks super bearish. So, you know, I was in this a few times and got out, and it just kept going, man. It just kept going. So I want some long-term holds, but I want to get in where I want to get in, or I don't want to do it. So Euro USD, I want to see. I just want to see it come down and break this trend line and at least take out one of these lows. And then I'm good. Like, mentally, I'm good to just hold that. Even if it goes a little bit lower, I'm just going to hold it. You know, we're below parity, so, I mean, this can't be down here forever. It's got to go back up eventually. So yeah, that's my plan here. I have my stop loss, take profit, even though this one's kind of big. This could be a pretty gnarly loss, but we're gonna leave that. And then, like I said, GBP USD last night around dinner time, I placed a sell order right there. It dropped. I made 400 bucks today off of this. It hit my take profit, and then it hit my buy order. So now I have my stop loss below this low. And if it hits it, it hits it. You know what I mean? I don't want to risk any more than that. You know, other than that, if this thing hits my stop, I'm just going to wait. And I want to see this push back up and take out at least this high. Come up, and then I'm good getting in short again for the drop. But this, like, I don't think this is the drop because it's coming down slow. So it's probably going to go one more, then drop. And yeah, we'll see what happens here. This was actually a lot worse a minute ago. This was like almost 80 bucks in the hole. Seems like it might be starting to creep up. We're right on the trend line here. So this is kind of where I want to be trading. At or very close to a trend line. Because that seems to work the best for me. Not the whole thing that you learn in price action reading school. You know, you have a swing break. They're like, oh, we got a bullish rotation or a bullish swing break, and then you wait for it to come back down into like support somewhere, and then buy from there. I mean, it might work good for other people, but it just doesn't work good for me. So, trend lines on or near a trend line seems to work best for me, so that's what I'm gonna stick to that. So that's yeah, that's GBP USD, and then USD Swiss franc. I threw in a sell order, and check this out. It's like so weird that, you know, if price was only to here, right? Let's say price was only to here. This is kind of like what the trend line looks like, right? And it seemed like it respected it, but then you go to here. We have a touch, a clear break, and now it's coming up for a retest. So this is a clear break and retest for another push down. You know, I'm going to put my stop right above this little high here, because I'm not willing to risk this. I don't think it shouldn't get that high. It should, if this is a clear break and retest, it should hold here and drop. And then I'm just gonna take profit, you know, right under this low somewhere. Maybe I'll adjust it. Maybe I'll go in here and find, or try to find the best support level that I think it could reverse at. But for now, I'm just gonna focus on this drop below this low and out. And then USD CAD. So USD CAD, it looks like we have this little expansion going on here. And we haven't touched this yet. It came down very, very close and started heading back up. I think there's another drop coming. I think there's one more drop coming. Touch this trend line. And that's where I'm entering. Otherwise, I'm not entering. I want to enter at or very, very close to the trend line. That's going to be my rule. Just because I see market going up, I don't care. I want it. This is where I want to enter, right here. So I got a buy order sitting there. And it's kind of tricky because, like, where do you put your stop? because the next low is like here, but I guess there's a little one here. And again, it should come down and stop at this trend line. So I just gave it a little bit of buffer. That's what I'm willing to risk. This is where I think it should be heading, at least minimum to break this guy. But it might even go higher. It could go all the way up. You know, that's the thing. And with the Fed rate hike, it very well could. This thing could go shooting up. So this, I want to see the momentum. If there's like strong momentum, I might move this up. But for now, yeah, that's what I'm going for there. And other than that, I was considering, not sure yet, considering buying Euro New Zealand. But I don't know if I'm going to have the funds after everything else gets triggered, if it gets triggered. That's why I kind of want to set a bunch of different trades, just in case some of them don't get triggered. Because you can see here, we're sitting right at a trend line right now. Right this second. We're right there. There's the trend line. You know, this thing's been bullish. It's been super bullish. If we go and look at the weekly chart, yeah, look at this. We just had this big bullish move. Seems like it's coming back down a little bit. And on the 4-hour chart, it's coming down slow and correctively. It's not moving like that. It's like it's moving. It's moving there. It's not really moving here. It's just coming down choppy. So I think there's probably another push up before down, or unless it does something like this right here. It's coming down choppy, starts going up choppy, and then it drops. But regardless, I don't know, this looks like a good place to buy, even if you ride it on like up to the top of the trend line. We'll have to figure out if the risk to reward is there though. See, because if we go, we'd have to see, like, you know, what this could be. I don't know. Not sure. And supposedly I'm able to trade crypto now. I don't know. With Oanda, I applied for the application. It would be cool to be able to go in here and trade like the Bitcoin, you know, too. With, you know, I may even just rotate over to just Bitcoin. I don't know. But that's pretty cool that supposedly I can trade like Bitcoin, Ethereum, 50 times leverage through Oanda. I filled out the application, but I haven't been able to figure out how to do it. It doesn't come up. In the Oanda app, I can't pull up Bitcoin. Like, it just doesn't work. It seems like they're working on stuff though, because the logo is new. It seems like they might have changed ownership or something, because there's big changes happening over at Oanda, which is good. But yeah, anyways, I'll let you know. I gotta figure it out. I'm gonna go call them right now and try to figure it out. So yeah, that's it. See you later.